We'll open up the floor for questions for Coach.
Did you feel like the guys performed this weekend in Wichita?
Well, I thought, first of all, I thought it was the perfect game for us just because the personnel of the team that we faced was very similar to what we'll see in conference play. They were big, strong, physical, had a size advantage pretty much at every position. So it was a good experience for us. We had some really good moments. I thought our transition game was excellent when we got the rebound. And, that's one thing I've talked a lot about with our group is we got to find a way to gang rebound. Guards have to do a good job of getting in there. And once we did secure the ball, I thought we did a really good job of getting out in the break, and I think we scored 34 in transition. So that was a positive, but too many offensive rebounds. And again, that's something we got to, every time that thing goes up, man, we got to make first contact. We got to go hit bodies. We can't let them make contact with us just because we're giving up too much size.
The rebounding portion of it, was it helpful for your guys to just kind of see that, I guess?
It was very helpful because, we just don't get that look a lot in practice. You get a little bit with Delano and with Derek Walker, two guys that sit out for us this year. Both those guys have excellent size, so you do see it some. But, to have all five guys and, the way Wichita plays, how hard they play, again, it was a really good experience for our guys to see it. We went and had a good film session today and got after it again on the court after a day off yesterday. Tomorrow we'll start shifting our focus a little bit more to preparing for the exhibition game on Wednesday. But, for us, it was a really good opportunity to get out and play against another team and give us a barometer about where we are right now.
With Shamil, how are you balancing preparing him, not knowing what his status is going to be, and I guess update on him?
Yeah, no updates on Shamil at this point. But Shamil's out there practicing every day. That's one thing that we're preparing. As if Shamil will be out there with us. But we don't have any update as far as where we are with the waiver yet.
Pretty happy with Cam's play. I think he led you in rebounds and assists and points, right?
Yeah, Cam. He just brings a whole different element to our team. He's extremely fast with the ball. If there's a seam to attack, he hits that seam with great pace. He's a very good decision maker once he gets in there. Guys benefit playing with him. Mate had a very good game as far as hitting shots, and a lot of those came off of Cam's penetration. So Cam has had, since he's been back, it took him a while just because of the illness that he had, the weight that he lost, and the strength that he lost. Now that he's starting to get it back and having consecutive practices the way he has here these last couple of weeks, you can really see him starting to take off. So I've been really pleased with Cam Mack.
What are some of the things you're looking to see out of your team in the exhibition on Wednesday?
Well, I want to see us go out there, like I talk to our team about every day, just go out there and compete at the highest level, leave everything they got on the floor. And again, I saw a lot of stretches like that on Saturday. For us, every time we step on the floor is an opportunity to learn and an opportunity to hopefully get better. It's first time playing in front of the fans, which will be a great experience for our guys in a game setting against another opponent. It's all part of the process as far as where we are, going through the preseason with the inter-squad scrimmages, the exhibition game. Now we get a chance to go out and play against another team in our home building and then prepare for the opener next Tuesday.
Happy with where your guys are at, just as far as execution, understanding concepts. And
for the most part, and again, when you have so much time, what have we had? Almost 38 days now, 40 days of practice plus the 10 practices we had leading into the Italian trip. Playing against your own guys, everybody knows what you're running. Now you get against another opponent like we had on Saturday, and they played us a completely different way. And, our reads at times were very good. At times we needed to do a better job of taking what the defense gave us as far as just running to a spot. So we still have a ways to go on that. And, as we continue to play opponents that are going to play us different ways, we probably won't have it all the way down. But, we're certainly working in practice on different coverages, and hopefully it'll click with our guys soon. But I'll say this, as far as, today versus a month ago, we're head and shoulders above where we were. So I've been pleased with the way guys have picked things up. We put in a whole new set today with about 6 options in the set, and we're going to continue to do that. So our guys are going to have to understand what we're trying to do and go out and execute at a high level.
Your playbook if it's fully put in, what's the actual number of plays and sub-plays in those?
Oh, God. I have a 1,300 playbook edit from the last 4 years. So 1,300? I don't know.
Did you come away healthy?
Me?
No,
Yeah, I feel great. Actually, my hip, I have a bad hip. Yeah, we did. Our guys are good.
You talked a bunch about the frustrations of having a whole new group of guys. What are the advantages to that as far as building what you want to build here?
Yeah, I don't think it's frustration. It's just the reality of where we are. And, it's going to take a while, and, we have to hit adversity in a game situation to see exactly how we're going to handle it. I thought for the most part, when we hit adversity the other day, the guys stayed upbeat. They stayed positive. They tried to battle through it. We made a lot of runs when we got down double digits. A big problem in the scrimmage. We got down 10 right off the shoot. We had a deal where it was we get fouled. It was 1 free throw for 2, and I think we had 5 shooting fouls in the first 7 possessions, and we missed all 5 free throws. So you're leaving 10 points on the board with that. So, but as far as the chemistry, I've been very happy with the way the guys have gone out there and competed for each other. How will it happen once we start playing real games? I don't know yet, but we're trying to put them in situations on the floor to try to handle adversity and handle it well. And again, I think our guys have grown in a big way in that area.
Do you have an idea what your lineup is going to look like on Wednesday?
Not yet. We're going to get practice and then set the lineup where we want it. So yeah, I'll let you know before the game.
And what should the expectations be for this season? Do you have any handle on that?
I just want our guys to go out there and compete. And again, after the game's over, we want to be the hardest playing, most together team out there, whether we win or whether we lose. And want to take steps, obviously, in the right direction and continue to get better as the season goes on. As far as a number, wins, losses, tournaments, that type of thing, that all takes care of itself if you go out there and play the right way and play for each other. And that's something that we're striving for, is to go out there and play hard every night we step on the floor.
You have the kind of talent that can compete in the league?
Well, again, I think if we go out there, we're going to get a great test early in the season against some high-quality opponents, and, that will show a lot as far as if we're going to be able to be competitive in the league. Obviously, we're not picked very high. We're picked second to last in our league, and I understand it. We have 2 points and 1 rebound back from last year's team, and, but I like our guys. I do. I like the way they go out there and compete. I like their mentality. I like the way they've stuck together. So, yeah, if you go out there and you gain some confidence, hopefully that gives you momentum heading into league play.
What did you see from Ivan on Saturday?
Yeah, Ivan is he's a big physical body, and he's gonna have to play a lot of minutes for us. And you see things. Sometimes you forget just looking at him and in his his body. You forget he's 17 years old, and he's got a long ways to go, but that will come with age and maturity. He's got a Big Ten body already, and he's doing a really good job from when he first got here of kind of hesitating on his rolls to the rim. He's collapsing the defense now, and that's opening up shots for our perimeter guys. He's going to have to be a huge part of our rebounding efforts. Obviously, he's going to be guarding the biggest guy on the floor, and he's going to have to do a great job with his physicality in there, which I have no issues of him doing that. But again, with our group the way it is, it's got to be a collective effort every time we step on the floor as far as competing on the glass.
You had a
Talk
chance to
about,
watch.
the players getting to play in front of the fans. What about your level of excitement getting to coach your first game in PBA?
Yeah, I'm excited to be out there. I really am. It's, again, this is what everything that we've been through up to this point. It's all about getting ready for that first opportunity to get on the floor. And, we had the scrimmage, but, this is the real thing now. And we're going to approach that with the game on Wednesday and then leading into our opener. We're going to play a good team that following Tuesday against Riverside. So, I'm excited. Our staff is excited, and I know our players can't wait to get out there.
Ian well when he was with the Timberwolves?
I do. I actually was part of the group that hired Ian, and he's a great person, and I know he's going to do really good things at Doane. He worked our camp this summer, and it was good to reconnect with him. But he was a really, really hard worker when we hired him with the Timberwolves.
If you had a chance to watch the BTN series, what was your thoughts on that whole experience with them?
My thoughts were Doc as the star of that show, and yeah, it's great. And I think tonight, Seamus, is when it airs at 7 o'clock on the Big Ten Network. There's your plug. It was good. It was fun to go back and see all the sites and everything that we were so fortunate to be a part of. But yeah, it's a pretty cool 3-part series.
Fred, what did that experience help with this team going on that trip?
Well, the trip was couldn't have come at a better time for us. And the biggest thing that we benefited from was our guys spending a lot of quality time together. More than any X's and O's, more than anything we did on the floor, just the opportunity our guys had to spend quality time with each other. And you could see it as we went on throughout the trip. You could see their personalities start to come out. Once they got on the floor, you could see them out there talking more every time, building a trust level with each other. So, with 16 players, 14 of them are brand new, the opportunity to have that quality time together was very important.
Any player in particular on that trip really come out of his shell? You're like, wow, I had no idea he talked so much.
Gervais. Burke was the, what's that, Seamus? Okay, yeah, Deshaun Burke, he gave the toast every night at the dinners. So yeah, it was great though. Like I said, the opportunity for those guys, I don't know if they appreciate now, how great of a trip that was and what an unbelievable experience to see, all the history and everything, go to the Vatican and the Spanish Steps and the Coliseum and Lake Como. I mean, it just had so many great things on that trip.
Fred, with this being your first year in your coaching staff and so many new players, who do you turn to in terms of learning the logistics of a game day at home and how the procedures all play out leading up to tip-off?
Well, obviously Doc's been here, and he's a guy that I have a very good comfort level with because we've worked together in the past. And the fact that he has coached in the Big Ten as a head coach. So, Doc's been great in that area. Bobby Lutz has been doing this thing for I think it's his 38th year in the business. I have a great trust level with Matt. He and I worked together going all the way back to the Timberwolves days and had 5 great years together at Iowa State. So, really Armand, was here last year, coached in the Big Ten in this building. So, a lot of guys that we lean on. I've been really pleased with our staff. I think our staff's doing an unbelievable job.
Thanks for coaching.
All right, thank you guys.